Still sweating.
We go to start? We're good? Fans in attendance today, just your thoughts and how practice went with the energy of the crowd behind you.
It's always good to have the fans out. I think they brought the energy that we was looking to see from them today. They seemed very excited. I think today we had a pretty great practice on both sides of the ball. Both offense and defense made some great plays, and the fans seemed very excited today.
Excited does it make you when you see fans out here and they're just yelling your name, yelling the team's name, getting excited and getting loud? How excited does it make you guys?
Well, it definitely makes me excited and kind of get me pumped up for the season. I know it's still early on in camp, but it's always exciting to have them out here and bringing that energy. And I was also here when there wasn't any fans here, cheering our names and supporting us, and to see all these fans come out now and support, it's amazing to see.
Hey, good morning, Brian. Tomorrow's first padded practice. DQ has talked to us extensively about how that changes in the trenches and for the running back specifically. What do you look forward to in that first padded practice and to doing yourself?
Obviously, just not being in pass for a while, just, bringing that physicality back and, training myself to, get low and get behind my pass and, be physical and start bringing that part of my game out. For the first weeks of camp, we just working fundamentals and stuff, not really being physical, but definitely when the pass come on, it's definitely time to start working those physical traits.
And you had a nice run today during practice, kind of broke away there. Mikey was trying to chase you down. You kind of stayed away from him. How do you feel your legs are holding up right now?
I feel amazing. I feel, better than ever right now, and I really can't complain about, anything. So I'm just doing everything I can to just, build on to where I am now, and, that's it.
Hey, Brian. So what can you share so far what you've seen in the offensive line?
I see them working. They collectively as a group, coming together and, getting to know each other better with some new guys and new faces in the room, and, just getting familiar with each other, getting familiar with working with each other. And I feel like they've been doing a great job of just, paying attention to the details and, just wanting to make sure that group is one of our best, groups on the team. And, I can feel it in their energy, and I expect them to just continue to build onto that.
Hey, Brian, over on your left. Continuing on the O-line, do you love seeing an offseason where a team invests in the O-line the way that these guys did, bringing in Laramie, drafting 72, all those guys?
It's always, when coaches go out there and they go out there and want to bulk up the O-line, it's going to put a smile on my face every time, you bring guys like LT in here, like, to just help, our unit be better, and it's amazing. So I'm excited for it. I'm always thankful when they, try to, go give me some Pro Bowl left tackle. So I'll never be against that.
And when you have a second year in an offense with basically all the coaches back, how much does that help you kind of hit the ground running as you guys get in here to camp and start kind of putting an install and all that kind of stuff?
I think, with it being my second year in this system, just kind of picking up where we left off, already pretty much knowing what the coaches expect from us, knowing the playbook already. So, as it get installed, I'm already familiar with it, so I can be extra fast with it. I don't have to spend much time trying to learn the system and learn the playbook because I already know it. So that's the thing that really helps the most, just going into the season, not having to really learn a lot of stuff, already being familiar with it from last year.
And then last one for me, I think you and Ja'Cory Brooks overlapped for a season at Bama. Did you know him well there? And seeing another guy who you may have played with in college, kind of.
Yeah, Ja'Cory, he came in as a freshman. I was maybe a sophomore or junior when he came in. He was definitely one of the young guys that, I was familiar with. We're pretty close. And, just like I've been telling Ja'Cory, I've been telling him same things I've been telling him since Bama, like, how we work and compete and, show up to work every day. We cool, outside of football, but I make sure like when we in the building and we working, you know what I'm saying? And he understands that.
All right, Brian. One more, Brian, back here.
Okay.
I talked to Tyler today after practice, and he and I were talking about an identity for the offensive line, and we came up with dogs. Because it used to be the Hogs, right? And now it's the Dogs. Do you see them that way? Is that a good identity for them?
I think that's a identity they can definitely build themselves into. I definitely want this unit to be a dog group. But they also know that it takes steps to get there. And right now, I feel like they are on pace to do that as long as they just stay focused on how they can continuously bring that group together and keep working together. I think they will be dogs by the end of it for sure.